Hello, sunshine. It is Tuesday, 11:25, your surgery day. God willing, you are sleeping well as I record this. So I just left the hospital. It was my third visit today, and I was only there for about 20 minutes. I dropped off a gift for one of the nurses who wasn't working. Yesterday I gave a gift to another nurse, and he told me this morning, thank you so much. It was this really cool little metal wallet, and he was just so touched. He said, thank you so much. I love it. Thanks, Sue. And I tell you, nurses in this country are some of the most unappreciated workers in our country, especially when they bring love, compassion, and true care to their work. Like, you can just see it, you can feel it, you can sense it. And earlier today, and the reason I'm recording this tonight is because my brother sends my mom a text in our group chat. There's only three of us, right? My mother, my brother, and I. He said, hey, can you bring that scan over of your lungs? I was like, that's weird. So this evening, as my mom is getting ready to sleep on the couch in the ICU room, I asked her, I heard about some scan. Was it for Dad or for you? And she said, it's nothing, because back when I was a child, I had pneumonia and they thought I was gonna die, and they did something for me, so maybe it's scar tissue. And then again, when I was 22, they made me do something related. It was related to my lungs, but they took care of it, and whatever is on this scan is probably scar tissue. We were exposed to asbestos back in her hometown of Sabata, Texas. And in the restaurant, there were so many fumes that we inhaled. And oh, by the way, my mom, which would be my maternal grandmother, died of lung cancer. I did not know that. Maybe I knew that, but she passed away like 30 years ago, or maybe 40 years ago. And I thought to myself, the fact that you're acting so cool about this, the fact that you're just brushing it off and like, oh, we're just going to focus on this, and the fact that my brother wants to see the scan of your lungs, and then on top of that, your mother died of lung cancer. I was thinking, I had no clue. So I asked, I said, was this just like a standard visit? Or like, so, people my mom's age, she's 80, they are very vague about big stuff, unless it pertains to you. Right? If it pertains to you, they get into specifics. So I thought to myself, this sounds like they found spots on your lung, and you are either in denial about what it is, or you're just putting off the inevitable, I would rather not know. And I think it's the latter. At this point, obviously, her mind and her attention is on my father. And when the physician came in, the resident physician, she was saying things to my mother when I was not there, that things are not looking good, things look challenging. I think she used the word bad 2 or 3 times, which offended my mother. She was like, I can't believe she was so negative. And I'm thinking to myself, they had to pull his tooth. They had to pull one tooth today. Blood was coming out of his mouth, and there was all this garbage, all this infection connected to that specific tooth. And you take the blood, you have blood floating around, some of that could be infected, which could lead to other things. And I know she's trying to be positive, but I keep thinking to myself, this man is very sick. He's critically ill, is what they're telling you. The nurse who is the night nurse said, oh, he's still in the woods. He's not out of the woods yet. And I have this impression that she's thinking, oh, they're just going to have him wake up, unplug all this stuff, and take him to rehab by the house. And she's calling rehab centers. I'm thinking, his blood pressure's out of whack. All these other issues are very real. And how on earth, you can't stay in ICU for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That they don't. That's not the way it works. That's the big news today. I feel like I just got hit by a 2x4 across the face with the news about her lungs having something that's not right. Oh Lord, I tell you, when it comes, it really comes down, doesn't it, sunshine? Well, I wanted to share that with you, and I just have such mixed feelings. I haven't been to my exercise class in 3 days for obvious reasons, and I just feel so run down. When your body's used to movement, and when you're not doing it, you can sense how your body is feeling more fatigued, and I feel mentally fatigued and so forth. So I went back to the office and worked on a file from 8 to 10 o'clock. I have a guy who bought a policy. It's a big property in Houston, and the insurance company came back with all of these recommendations. There's a big discrepancy in the value. I was told it was 972 square feet, valued at $125,000. The insurance company came back and said, oh, no. It's 4,300 square feet, and this building is worth $400,000. So, I hope that's the case, because that means more money for me, right? Because if it has to be insured at a higher value, that's a lot more money, which is good, because I have a client who had to cancel his policy today because he sold his building, and I thought, that might offset it. And maybe the good Lord said, I know you're going to have a cash deficit because of that cancellation, because I have to return the commission. It's called the return commission request, and that's money out of my pocket. So sunshine, I am back home, and let me take this out. I've yet to do a video where I get out of the car and show you around. So let me reverse. So this is my neighborhood at night. I'm the first house. So this is my house. You're familiar with that car. You're very familiar. And look, it's been repaired now, and the thing works. So if you ever come back to San Antonio, I can open your door, which I did not rudely do when we first met. I had to come around, and I kept remembering that. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, the darn thing didn't work. So over here is it's a large creek, and it fills up with water, and they changed it up recently, about 2 years ago, where it's now green. But so this is my place right there, and I've got these stones that will hopefully protect the house if some drunk driver comes in. I've had one situation where there was a hit and run. Somebody hit my car and left. So that was my first accident. And that happened about 5 or 6 years ago. I've lived here for 12 years. So this is the back of my house, and this is all dirt. This is where people bring their dogs to play around. Oh my God, that's a deer right there. Look at that. That's interesting. Can you see? Oh yeah, we have a lot of neighbors over here. So, back there is this large, it's like a lake, but it's basically a pond full of green algae. So this is essentially like a green belt, and it's so cool because I don't have a neighbor to my left. Got all this open space, and it looks really nice at night. And when this when it rains, it looks fantastic. And it's a gated community. It's pretty chill in this community. Like, there's really no headaches. The people that live over here moved in here from Mexico, and they party big time, and they make all this noise. And I think they've called the cops before on them, and now they've kind of chilled out their act. These people from Mexico, man, I tell you, they can party like nobody's business. So again, here's my house, and one of these days I'm going to do a video of inside this house so you can see how it looks inside. But first I gotta have my organizer come and clean it up again. So there I am. Alrighty, sunshine. Look, it's the moon, La Luna. There you go. Sun. Alright, cupcake. See that? I'm not even thinking straight. This is what happens when you don't when I haven't had dinner, and when I haven't slept, when I should be asleep right now. All right, sunshine, this is your Tuesday recovery, sending you blessings for a brilliant recovery, a beautiful recovery, and all of that good stuff. All right, ciao. Look at this, huh? I tell you, this beer catches so much attention. It changed my life, all because of you. Big love, sunshine.